Hey guys, Mark back again for another Extreme Metal Television one-shot. But before we get to the interview, I'd like to remind you guys to check out Farmageddon.ca. Tickets are on sale right now for this Western Canada's largest open-air festival, Farmageddon. Some of the bands performing this year are Incantation, Into Eternity, Villainizer, and Viathan, just to name a small few. Going to be a killer show this year. Check out Farmageddon.ca. Get your tickets right now. The link will be in the show notes. Okay, this time around we spoke with Exes for Eyes, killer Canadian band, and they had a really cool idea for their new album, Tongues Like Figure Eights. They called it the Platinum Project. Their idea was to sell 1 million albums, just selling the album at $1 a piece. Our very own Cage caught up with the boys when they were here in town.
It's like Figure Eights, the name of the album. How did you guys write the album? What was your writing process behind it?
Completely ass backwards. Can we say ass? Are we allowed to say? Okay, cool. I basically hole myself up in my home studio and just record riffs, stitch things together, build the structures for songs, and then I send them to James. Do you like this riff? Do you like these riffs? Do you like this as a song? He gives me his 2 cents. We rearrange things, we cut things, we paste things in other places. When it came time to start recording the record, James was actually, nobody records this way. It's usually you come in, you do a scratch guitar track, you record drums, you do overdubs, vocalist comes in dead last. Aside from my demos, James was the first person to come in and record his parts because our schedules lined up, and it's like, okay, record over the demos, and if we need to cut things, paste things, rearrange it, the performance is there.
We're gonna run out of time.
We are gonna run out of time. So James did his stuff first, I did my stuff last, completely backwards.
Project is to sell 1 million records at $1 a piece. The idea behind the pricing is that because we're an independent band without all of the management and label and agents and so on and so forth to pay, it's just us. We do all of those jobs ourselves, so we don't have to pay all those other people. So we don't have to charge as much for the album. And if we figure maybe we could sell some more if we sell them at $1 a piece. And we set a goal of 1 million in the hopes that we could go platinum with it, hence the name of the Platinum Project. I mean, it's a lofty goal, but we figured aim high and see what happens. And the result is that we sold a lot more records than we've ever sold before.
Excellent.
And yeah, I mean, right now we've been trying to explain to people we're not focusing on the number right now until we hit a major milestone. We're just going to keep promoting it like we have been from day one. And just sell as many records. Something we're focusing on at this point.
Excellent, just kind of sticking it to the music industry and.
To be completely honest, we haven't even checked it in a month.
Yeah. And I wouldn't even consider it really sticking it to the music industry because, I mean, the industry's full of amazing people doing amazing things. Yeah. There's a lot of people who work really hard, labels and so on. We're just not working with those people. I mean,
we're not against working with those people either.
They're just not kicking down our door. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, as independent artists, we wanted to maybe create a new business model for other independent artists who don't have the opportunity to work with a label. Yeah. So that's the idea. So we're just trying to do something for independent artists like ourselves, because I think there's a lot of those out there.
You guys could play with any band, living or dead. Who would it be?
Black Label Society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Elton John.
Or Elton John. Yes,
Yeah.
Elton John.
Yeah. Elton John is the queen. The queen.
The bitch is back!
Do you have any advice for bands that want to tour? Anything about touring in Canada that you just want to let other bands know that they might?
Yeah, I mean, I've been touring a lot over the past 13 years. I mean, and especially Canada. You know, the best advice I can give people is to work really hard at developing relationships with people in other cities on your own. Don't get anybody else to do it for you. Book your own shows, develop relationships, talk to other bands, talk to promoters, see who's doing what in every city, and then just go out and do it.